Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Fantastic. Glad you caught up with us. Gonna need all the help we can get. Orion and I managed to find some references and some books at the library. Narrowed it down to this place here. Well, Orion mostly. The issue is, the temple was buried in a landslide ages ago, and we're gonna have to dig a lot. Jump on in. We're already well underway and could use your help.
Good to see you again.
Yes? What is it?
Ah, good. Well rested. I think we're ready as well. Let's get back to it. I think we're almost there.
What can I do for you? let's have a look then. But let's be careful. This is in fact where that Tulin Deathweaver character celebrated his clan Hallmark. We could be in great danger. Let's proceed carefully. There's no telling what we might encounter in there.
Too right you are. All right, Guildmaster. You lead the way. We'll be right behind you.
Oh dear, excuse me.
Is not in your way. My, look at that. Looks like we are on the right track, no?
Oh my, look there. The temple is down there.
Careful there. To the left. Falmer.
What's that there? That's fascinating. It appears to be a slot of some sort, probably for the placement of something that will likely unlock the door.
That very well could be. There doesn't appear to be any way to unlock the door manually. Looks like the mechanism is tied to the base.
Latoria greets you.
This is interesting. I did bring a number of artifacts along in case we needed to study them along the way, but I hadn't anticipated this. Seems that this door must be bound and opened by a specific artifact. Well, obviously Trinimac would have something to do with the artifact, considering this is his temple. But Trinimac had not been known to have crafted a namesake relic, like Finaster or Cirabane had, so I am unsure. Trinimac was regarded as the champion of Ario, the warrior spirit of the Snow Elven people.
What can Latoria do for you, Guildmaster?
Trinimac was the warrior. Surely the Snow Prince was the
Oh yes, excellent thinking, Kaya. I did bring the spear along from the museum, in fact. Here, Guildmaster, see if it works to open the door. Excellent work, Guildmaster. That seems to have done it. Let's press onward, but do be careful. It's likely to get more dangerous ahead.
Pardon me.
Yes, spanner!
That really hurt. Fluid with spells.
Come out now, Engelman!
My brethren, the time is nigh to emerge from the shadows to cast off the chains of our enemies. Ariel and his ilk have forsaken us, save but one. Trinidad, for he too was deceived and cast down into darkness, to be reborn a twisted form as we have. And through him, through Malak, we will have our revenge. Though the true instigators of our demise are now beyond our reach. Those who drove us to their doorstep are still dwelling above. Malak has blessed me with the voice which now falls upon your ears, and sight to see the way to our victory. Gifts lost long ago. He has also blessed us with a great boon, the tool with which we shall exact our revenge on the overworld dwellers above. A vision of temple in the ice, venerating his brethren, which holds the Neb Crescent blade of treachery. With this weapon, we shall wreak havoc, and the world of men shall burn. We once again have interlopers present here. Do not allow them to leave this place alive.
Fight! You focus on the die. I don't suppose we can forfeit. an end to this.
That was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? Everyone okay?
Yes, I think we're all in one piece. That was really something.
Can't believe you vanished in air like that.
This isn't any normal Falmer we're dealing with here. A Daedric lackey, this one is. Yes, it's as Kaya and I had feared. They are indeed worshipping some form of Malakath or Trinimac. And they aim to use whatever powers they have been given in order to attack the surface.
Yes, and with the kind of power we have seen from him, Turin could cause a great deal of havoc up there. Especially with the war weakening everyone.
That's a good point. Maybe we should warn the Jarls.
Unfortunately, I fear there is no time for that. Even if we all split up and went to different holds, I fear their forces have been stretched too thin, as you suggest. Plus, there is the added concern that the Neb Crescent is apparently involved.
Neb Crescent? Isn't that some artifact made by Shil-Gorath?
Ah, you've been reading more, I see. Yes, and not just the artifact either. The Neb Crescent is known to be the Blade of Treachery. It was created by Shil-Gorath and given to Malakath as a trick. The blade forces the wielder into a bloodthirsty rampage, attacking friend and foe. Malakath beheaded his own son with the sword. Afterwards, however, Shil-Gorath reclaimed the blade. So it's rather curious that Malok would be sending Tulrin to claim the blade. It's almost as if the twice-spurned Falmer are being played by some other force, or Malok has some other plan for the blade. It does make me curious as to how the blade fell into the hands of the Snow Elves. So what's the harm in him finding the blade? Wouldn't he be just as likely to attack his own people? And it's only one blade after all. Yes, the repercussions of using the blade in battle are not what concerns me, though it makes the wielder fearsome in its own right. It also has the ability to sway people into acts of conquest and domination. Were Tulrin to bestow the blade upon a Jarl, for instance,
Then that Jarl might wage war on the others.
And depending on which Jarl it's given to, that could result in a pretty significant problem.
Well, how do we stop him in time?
well, luckily from his speech, it sounds like they don't have the blade yet, and possibly do not know specifically where it is. So that gives us time to research it and uncover the location of the blade, find the sword, and either safeguard or destroy it if possible. Though the latter is highly unlikely. I seem to remember you mentioning something about the Forgotten Vale, a snow elven ruin looming over the glacial crevice. Perhaps that might be a good place to start.